Miracle.
We're live. We're live. We're live. Like. Thank you for joining us. This is the last Friday of the year.
Wow. Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill. That's Lisa Santiago McNeill. And today is day 4 of Kwanzaa. Ujama.
Cooperative economics. I'm trying to get this.
I got it right here. Cooperative economics. To realize our collective economic strength, create independent businesses, and meet common needs through a mutual support. Common needs through a mutual support. Like we're contributing to, let's come back after the commercial.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we're going to do.
I'm trying to get this in.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and mention this until you do. Like we're contributing to the worthy cause by Pastor Veronica Daughtry of buying bicycles for young people by donating money. That's an example of us helping to meet common needs through a mutual support.
That's right.
Meet common needs through a mutual support.
That's right. And we're going to talk about that and more back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. We're back. We're back. What?
Did we invite people like we were doing it with
Yes, we are. We did. We actually got a message back. I love our empowerment family.
Okay.
Because we got a message back from one of our empowerment circle, and she says, "I'm so sorry, I won't be there today, but Happy New Year." I mean, she called right before the show. She texted us right before the show. That's how important you are to us, and we're grateful. That's how important we are to you. You don't have to ask for a vacation day, but you can have it. And we appreciate you each and every time you make this your stop by place. Like. Really?
Yeah. So, I used to have a simple way of doing it. Facebook be changing stuff around.
Oh, my goodness.
Of inviting people to the show.
Is that right?
Used to have a, like it says, invite, but I don't have it anymore. But anyway, cooperative economics. I want to talk about some other stuff. Again, this is the last Friday, so that means today's day 4, Saturday will be day 5, Sunday will be day 6. So Monday will be the last day of Kwanzaa. So we'll be back here to finish up Kwanzaa with you guys. Good. How you feeling? The last few days of the year, how you feeling? Are you feeling you need to take some time off? Are you feeling slowed down? Are you feeling recharged? Have you thought about 2024 yet? Have you taken any pictures, gathered anything to project into your 2024? Have you taken the time to come up with a word or a motto or a theme for yourself or your business? How are you feeling? I really want to know.
How are you feeling? What are you deciding to do with 2024?
Yeah.
Like already, like you've got to formulate your thoughts around it.
Like today I saved a bunch of pictures of conference room settings and corporate settings without anybody else's picture in it, just the audience or the room setup, because I'm going to make a post in a little bit. 2024 is going to be about these kinds of scenes for me. In more corporate conference settings, doing my thing, but it's me envisioning putting myself in the environment that I desire. That's what I want to do. Lisa, you've seen me do a couple of corporate events since you've known me, haven't you?
Yeah, that's why I don't know why you're using. Well, yes, I have.
That's why you don't know why I'm using what? Because you think I should just use the ones I already have.
No, you're fine.
No, son, nah. Don't try to change it now. It seemed like you had something you wanted to say. What was you trying to say, Lisa? You said that's why you don't know why I was what? Pulling pictures from corporate settings?
Mm-hmm.
You were trying to say I should just use the ones I already have? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, you're fine.
Nah, son. Nah, son. Don't be finding me now. What are you trying to say? Cat got your tongue?
So silly.
I'm so silly.
Today
Why I
is
gotta
December
be silly?
the 29th.
Why I gotta be silly? But anyway, it's the same thing as people taking pictures of a home or a cruise or car. Okay, it's putting yourself in the environment. You already have cars, of course. Okay, you own cars, of course, but it might be one that you desire. You already have a home, of course, but you might have another one you desire. You might have taken cruises, of course, but you might have another one that you desire. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Manifestation, I get it.
That's right. Everything brings you closer to.
Absolutely.
So we done our commercial.
Absolutely. We're talking about Umoja today. I mean, Ujamaa. Right?
Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Right. Chipping in. Helping each other's businesses, investing in.
Absolutely. And I think that we do a good job of that as a community, as the Empowerment Network community, because we're often supporting other businesses. Mm-hmm. We're often celebrating other businesses. And
we love to do that.
Often showcasing other businesses.
And we want to do more.
Mm-hmm.
We often celebrate and showcase other businesses, but we want to do more.
We had planned to have Ronell back on today again.
A third time?
Yes, because he's got some great insights with this tax lien stuff that people were asking more questions about. But yesterday was his birthday, and he is en route to Mexico.
Why not? I mean, your birthday. Why not hit Cabo or somewhere in Mexico? You know what I mean? Why not? That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
I'm happy for him. I'm celebrating with him. Hope he takes great pictures and has a ball. Just like the Greens had great pictures and had a ball in Hawaii. Our friend Myra Foster is having a ball in Ghana.
Is she in Ghana?
Yeah.
I knew she was in Africa, but that's a big place.
Right.
I mean, Ghana's still a big place, but I mean, we know where it is.
I was very excited about one of the pictures and posts she made. I think it was this morning or yesterday morning one about her breakfast. They brought her a traditional breakfast, some porridge and some breads. Okay. And she said when she first got there, she was like, "Who this for?" She says they don't even use spoons there, but they brought her a spoon because they drink it out of the bowl.
Right.
Okay. And she describes the breads as typical, like tantamount to those donuts you get at the Chinese buffet, but without the sugar on it. Mm-hmm. So the breads was fine, but she wasn't really feeling the porridge, but she ate it.
Porridge is great. It's oatmeal.
I ain't never gone to a restaurant or overheard anybody in a restaurant saying, "Can I have some porridge?" Have you?
Yes.
You have not asked for porridge.
No, they didn't ask for porridge. They asked for oatmeal, we don't eat porridge here.
Porridge. When I think about porridge, I think about some of these dumb songs they taught us in school. Like peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Why they teach us some bull like that? Why?
Hot and cold. They were teaching us hot and cold.
No, I was teaching some stuff, peace parts that had nothing to do with me or my reality. Okay.
I'm sorry that
I ain't like London bridges falling down. Come on, man. Why they teach that kind of stuff? Why they teach that? Old McDonald, what's that for? Come on, man.
To learn all the animals.
You ain't learning all the animals that way.
We did.
That's not true.
We learned about pigs going oink. We learned about ducks going quack. Chickens, what sound does chickens make? I don't know. Cluck?
Cock-a-doodle-doo. That's what they say.
Roosters.
Yeah.
That's right. We learned cows go and move. We learned those things. I'm not saying that our education curriculum was stellar, but there are some things that I understood the value of them.
Yeah, some things, but not much. Okay. Plus addition and subtraction, how to read. Okay, that's about it.
It's necessary.
So, adding and subtraction, fractions, percentages.
New math or old math?
Well, I don't think really there's such a thing as new math, although they will call it, they call that thing, what do you call it? Where all the stuff is done on one page, Common Core math or something like that.
I don't know what they call it.
Okay. And then you find yourself doing your old math to come up with what they want you to do.
Yes.
I just think somebody else trying to get a check. That's all.
They did a good job.
That's all that is to me. That new math is just a new way.
There was supposed to be some shortcuts in math that the new math was affording. Some shortcuts, some estimations, some theories that help you to get to the answer quicker.
Yeah.
But because they were being reinforced by people who had learned how to get the answer longer.
Well, and if it's jacked up, if your parents can't help the kid,
right?
If the parents can't help the fourth grader because the parents didn't learn this
third grade
or third grade, if you can't help your child with your math,
yeah,
I just think there's a problem with the system. Systems are more profitable than skills. I'm gonna say it again for you. Systems are more profitable than skills.
Really?
Yes. Yesterday I had a full day scheduled and so much fits and stops and starts. I will confess to you yesterday, Lisa and I went out this weekend and it was very rainy, so it was pouring down rain. It was dark. I thought I needed some air in my tires. I pulled over even though it was raining to put air in the tire. And then I was messing with the lights trying to be able to see through these dark roads. And I came home and I had taken my lights off of automatic and put it on light and came home in the rain. Me and my wife came home in the rain and we hustled from the car into the house and I left the lights on all night long.
Goodness.
And when we woke up in the morning, Lisa was going to go to the grocery store or somewhere and the car's dead. Okay.
Good morning, Shaki. She says porridge and oatmeal ain't the same. Right. She says aren't the same. LOL, Brian again with the foolishness today.
What foolishness you talking about?
I don't know, but you foolish. You
what did you was about to say? You almost said something.
No, I didn't. I said you're gonna say you're foolishness.
Like you're full of something.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. And Shaki says yes, Common Core math. That's the devil.
Right. It's ridiculous. Okay. So let's go ahead, please. So the car is dead. Okay. Now, what do you need to do if your car is dead? Now we need a jump. Okay. I could buy a portable jumper for the car, or I could just ask a neighbor. It's a neighborly thing to help your neighbor get a jump. So I asked a neighbor next door, and he sure was nice enough. He came on out. He said, "You got cables?" I said, "Yeah, I got cables." He goes, "Here's the keys." He wanted to hand me the keys to his truck. Go ahead and jump it off. You got the cables, which makes sense. Okay.
Right. That makes sense, right?
Except my car's power has a lot of power. It's not all electric, but to open the trunk, you need to press a latch, which is run by power. So we couldn't open the trunk.
No battery.
Couldn't open the trunk. So I tell him, he's a trucker. I said, "Man, look, I don't know if you know anything about this, but I can't even get in the trunk. I got to figure out a way to get in the trunk. Maybe you know something." Yeah. There's a way to get in the trunk from the back seat. So him and I together, we're in our back seat trying to figure out how to get in there. So he gets the great idea of YouTubing it. How do you find it on this particular car? So he YouTubes it. He finds out where it is. And then he's like, "Okay, I see here I got the key." And he goes, and have to flip this thing up or pull up a key. And that doesn't work. So I have to go in the house and get a flat tip screwdriver. You need a screwdriver for this. So I'm rooting around in the drawer where the screwdriver is supposed to be, but they're not there anymore. I call Lisa, "What'd you do with all the screwdrivers that was in this drawer?" "Oh, I moved them into a box under the sink." You gonna tell a brother about that? So anyway, so now I'm snatching stuff out of the box looking for the screwdriver because I got my neighbor in my car trying to help me. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. So we wrestle back out there. He gets the screwdriver. He goes in there and he pulls the thing up and the seat lays forward. So now we have access to the trunk. But there's a latch inside the trunk that if you can pull it or push it, it will lift up the trunk. But we can't reach it. So I'm rooting around there trying to pull stuff out. And we got all this junk in the trunk. Okay. And then finally I see the cables. So I grab the cables and I start pulling the cables, but the other end of the cable is caught up on something. It's wrapped. I can't pull it out. I can't do it. So he's like, "Well, there's the latch over there. We got our flashlights in there." So we're digging in there, trying to
You was working.
Yes. So there's a flashlight. I need like a broom handle. So I go in the house and I unscrew the dustpan stand.
I was wondering why the hell everything was all discombobulated in my kitchen.
Because I had to hurry.
You was out there working.
Yes, I ran there, unscrewed that, came back in there. And so we was able to maneuver it and finally pushed the latch. It was way back there, pushed that latch, and the trunk opened. So I go in there and I can see, there's no way we was going to unhook this cables this way because it was really, really in there secure. So we got that out. Took seconds to charge it up enough. connected the truck in my car, boom, cranked up, good to go, done. And then I drove it around for a little bit to just make sure it's charged. Or no, I think you drove it, actually.
No, I didn't drive the truck.
The car.
I didn't drive the car.
Okay, I drove it.
I mean, not at first. You drove it at first.
Yeah, I drove it at first. So also,
I wasn't going to drive nothing until I know it's working.
Now, because we were traveling a lot during the holiday Christmas weekend. We were driving the car up and down the road. The car is significantly better on gas mileage than our truck. I have a Cadillac truck, big old engine, V8 engine. So we weren't driving the truck. The truck had been sitting for damn near 2 weeks. We hadn't driven the truck. Almost 2 weeks we hadn't driven the truck.
So the truck was like, no.
The truck died too. Mm-hmm. So I had to use the car to jump my truck. So yesterday morning, I had 2 vehicles in the driveway. Neither one of them had power. They both had to be jumped. And we finally got it all done. Good morning to everybody. I was wondering where my peeps are. Habari Gani, Sister Sheila Gothard, she says.
Today is Ujama. We ask ourselves, how am I positively contributing to the cycle of social, emotional, financial wealth in the Black communities? What is my role in the caretaking of my family, of my beloved community, of my beloved planet? Am I doing all of that?
All that I effectively can.
Can I do more? Ujama, cooperative economics, teaches us the principle and practice of shared work and shared wealth modeled on the shared harvest. It calls for cooperative work, respect. Oh, my phone just died. Don't breathe at me. Don't breathe at me. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Don't breathe at me.
You.
Is that can you write the last little piece of after it calls for cooperative work? It's not coming back on.
Yes, it will.
Work respective.
All of these is 1% to turn on.
Whatever. Good morning, Dr. Deborah. Thank you for joining us this morning on the last Friday of 2023. I'm gonna do something different this year.
Okay, what you gonna do different?
Instead of doing in addition to doing a manifestation board, I'm also going to do a prayer board, similar to the way that I have my prayer boxes where prayers asked and prayers answered. I'm going to do it for this particular year. That's right. Sheila says, don't breathe at her. You made a whole car die and Lisa complimented you.
Jeez. Right? I made a whole car die and Lisa complimented
exactly.
me. And don't breathe at her.
Yes.
I don't need Sheila to be trying to come up in here starting something. I don't need Sheila to talk about don't breathe at her. I don't need nobody telling me how to talk to and breathe at my wife, Sheila.
Is that right? You be breathing at me all extra.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Here you go. Need. Go ahead with your whole 1%.
Bam.
Okay, bam.
Amazing.
All right, amazing.
We got the same phone.
I know. We got the same phone.
It's time to get new phones. Okay.
I know. We have to. We can probably get new phones this week.
I like to get a deal when we get new phones. I don't like to get phones where I'm thinking I've been with you guys all this time, and then you're going to try to charge me $1,000. I want them to say
this phone's free.
This phone's free. That's what I want. I want an upgrade for free.
In all honesty, I just want them to loan me the phone while I pay for their service. Like,
yeah.
What's
give me the phone.
Give me the phone.
For your service.
I gotta pay for your service. Right. Give me the phone.
That's what I want. And
that's what they do for the Wi-Fi.
Right. That's what give you the equipment for free. You just gonna pay for the service.
That's it. Why we gotta do everything else? I don't understand.
So I look for and I wait for because sometimes these sounds like the deals come. And if it's not a deal, then I don't want it. I'll just keep my old one that I'm not happy with anymore.
Put some tape on it.
Right. Because I don't want to. If it's not a deal, I don't want it. Okay. I do want to share this with our loving audience. I had an experience yesterday besides the cars. Okay. I had the car experiences. Good morning, William Brown.
Good morning.
I had some time. Lisa had to go to see one of her clients actually yesterday.
Yes.
So, and my appointment blew out. I had a 2:00 appointment and it blew out. So I had like 2.5 hours to kill. Okay. I could do some work or I could just chill. I decided to chill. I decided to I took a shorty cigar, a little one that I know is going to be done in less than an hour. Okay. And I went and looked for something on Netflix in my garage. And
I drove myself.
And Lisa drove herself. It was in the middle of the day, 2:00. She could drive herself.
Yeah, but it felt like a long way away. I was frustrated as heck. And it's only 20 minutes.
Right, because you're out of practice driving.
No, I don't like driving on highways, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway. So I found something that I thought, I'd seen it before. It was called Hello Privilege. It's me, Chelsea. Hello, Privilege. It's me, Chelsea. Chelsea Handler. And it was only an hour and 4 minutes long. So I decided to watch it. And shouts out to Chelsea Handler. She's an uber successful entertainer, a comedian. She has a $1 million mansion in Bel Air.
I've never heard of her.
Chelsea Handler? Yeah, you have. Okay, but anyway, a lot of people have heard of Chelsea Handler.
Who is she?
She's a actress. I mean, a comedian and actress. Okay, but she had a TV show for a long time too. Chelsea something. But anyway, but she has servants, and they open up in her house. She's got servants, and she's talking about how she grew up. She had a black boyfriend, and she's been stopped 3 times with him. And she's been holding the drugs all 3 times when she was a teenager. All 3 times she was holding the drugs. All 3 times he had to go to jail. All 3 times she got let go. Okay. And she confesses in her life. She knows I work my ass off, but I am certain that me being white and pretty with a big mouth has contributed to my success. Her white privilege. So she did a really, really in-depth educational interviewing process of black people, of white women, of people in rich neighborhoods, poor neighborhoods. She went back to the old hood. She met up with the old boyfriend that was in jail for 14 years and his family. It was a wonderfully illuminating and insightful watch. She didn't come up with any definitive answers, and she left more questions at the end, but I thought it was well worth that hour and 4 minutes in the cigar.
That's interesting.
It was interesting. It was so interesting. She had some really, really. She had politicians. She had poor people. She had a white rapper with tats all over his face in the country. I mean, he was like in the black barber shop. She had all these people. She interviewed so many people, and she was humble. She even went to a college thing where they discussed the black privilege, the open mic kind of thing. White privilege, an open mic thing.
I was going to say, where that at?
It was worth it. And I would watch it again.
And again and again.
I would watch it at least one more time.
Well, maybe you can watch it with me. We started to watch a movie last night.
I was so excited about the latest Mission Impossible movie, the one that came out in 2023.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Sheila said, I'm sorry, I got distracted. This is a movie where it was a documentary.
It's actually a documentary on Netflix. It's called Hello Privilege. It's me, Chelsea, from Chelsea Handler. Hello Privilege is me, Chelsea. But it was wonderful. But Lisa and I last night decided to watch a movie together. And I was excited about the movie because I'm a fan of the Mission Impossible franchise.
I am. I was glad when I saw that Vin Rames was on there again.
Yes.
Because I don't think what's his name would have done it for me.
Tom
Mission
Cruise?
guy, yeah. Because he's like 60 and he looks 60.
Well,
to me.
He could run, I can tell you that.
He could run. He could run. There's no way he was doing all that running. But
you don't think it was actually him running?
Hell no.
He was running his butt off. All his movies, he runs a lot. It was very confusing to me in the beginning. And I'm paying attention. There's a lot of stuff going on.
And I was paying attention too. I always wonder if the Russian segments are supposed to be Russian accents so that we don't have to read subtitles, or are they actually not speaking Russian?
I get it. That makes sense to me. I mean, if do Russians speak Russian in a Russian accent?
In a Russian accent,
Wait, I want
right?
to get it clear. Sheila, you saw Hello Privileges Beat Chelsea, or were you talking about the Mission Impossible movie?
Yes, I saw that. I think it was Hello Privilege.
Okay.
William Brown says that's nice. Sounds like white guilt to me.
But
that's just me. How much money is she making to tell her privilege story with no solutions?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think she's lucky that she didn't put any solutions in there. I think that would have been
opened her up for more.
Yeah, that would have been the criticism. Issue. Like, sis, sit down with all your answers, all your servants, and all of your privilege. You have no answers.
And she knows that.
We still need some
and help.
No, the word begins with R. Restitution.
Yeah. One part of it I thought was significant, Sheila, is when she went to like a rich neighborhood in California with a woman that was a part of a Republican something campaign and some other rich women, or like 4 or 5 rich white women, okay? Very rich. They all were rich and successful. And she goes there and she wants to talk about white privilege with these ladies, okay?
And they would rather not.
Well, they really don't ever think about it.
Of course not.
They really don't even think it's real. They don't even think it's real. And Chelsea talked about that too, how a lot of people just choose to not acknowledge it, or a lot of white people don't believe it's real. Okay, they choose to ignore it because they don't have to consider it. That's why they don't have to.
They choose to ignore it.
Yes, or act like it's not a real thing. It was just significant to me how they tried to justify it. Yeah, she was like, they never think about it. Whereas Black people have to think about it every day, all day. Okay, pretty much. If you're going out and about in the public, you're thinking about it. Okay, you're thinking about, being fought. What do you like when a cop car pulls behind you as a Black man? Me. Cop car pulls behind me. I don't want him behind me. It makes me nervous. Okay, I don't have to have committed any crimes. Okay, but I don't like it being followed by the police for a mile or two. And they don't consider that. They don't even see it. You're right, Sister Sheila. It was just really, really illuminating. I was happy that I watched it, even though I did feel something in my belly as I was watching it. I felt something about it. I felt a kind of way. But I want
some kind of way.
But I want to watch it again.
Okay, well, maybe I'll watch it with you.
Okay. So this is still Friday.
I hate to revisit how I feel about being Black in America.
You hate to revisit it?
Yeah, because sometimes I feel ashamed.
Okay, let's go with that.
Sometimes I feel ashamed because I don't think I thought about it for almost 30 years.
You don't think you thought about it?
I didn't think about it.
When you say those kinds of things to me, because you said it to me before, and I think of it as not necessarily you not thinking about it or thinking about it. I just think it as the other parts of your life was much more prominent, like your survival. You were in survival mode, protection mode. And that was much more of a priority to you than your Blackness.
I guess. Because I didn't even realize that I was black until I got down south.
I think you're right. Sheila says you would like the documentary on Paulie Murray. I'm going to watch it.
William Brown says, I currently believe they are not ignoring it. It's just not their reality. I think that's more.
And because it's not.
Yeah, I think that. Well, yeah, I think that's more to the truth of what I was dealing with. It was not my. It was not it was not the highlight of my reality.
Like when I would say certain movies, blaxploitation movies, and I used to pick at my wife because she hadn't seen any of these movies. But it wasn't that she wasn't watching movies. It was just that she was in a different mode. She wasn't in a going to the movies place in her life. She was in a protection of herself life, So I should be easy on her for not seeing classics, like how can you not seen JD's Revenge or The Mac or any of those movies? I ain't seen
I've never
them.
even heard of those daggone movies.
Right. But they're important. Sweetback's Badass Song.
Oh God, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
How is it important?
How is it important? How is it important?
No.
Let me tell you how it's important.
No, that's okay.
When Black people couldn't be in any kind of movies unless there was slaves or subservient in some kind of way. When they finally wrested some levels of control and started making their own movies and putting themselves in it and not subservient roles, that was revolutionary.
Sheila says, I think Paulie Murray is on Prime. We have Prime too.
We got Prime. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Thank you for the recommendation, the suggestion. I might find some time today. Okay. Those of you who sell an intangible service like coaching or consulting or insurances or anything that you want an individual client for, I have got to tell you, if you're not on alignable.com, you are missing out. Alignable.com has been amazing for me. Get on alignable.com, get the premium membership. It's very expensive. It's $30 a month, okay, $1 a day. And they have these things called Smart Connects, where you meet for 1 hour and have 7 one-on-one 7-minute conversations with another potential entrepreneur. And I do 2 or 3 of those a week. At least I try to. This week I've only done 1 so far because of the time. But I set 4 appointments out of that. People interested in my services. So Alignable is amazing. I wish I had discovered it sooner. It makes it easier. Since I've been on Alignable for about 2.5 months now, almost 3 months now, the money I have earned, I've paid that $30 twice, okay? But the money I've earned, I've gotten, should I dare say numbers?
No.
Okay. I probably have earned 35 times what I've invested. 35 times or 40 times what I've invested.
Dr. Deborah says, I'm a premium member, but I must confess, I have not taken advantage of any of the privileges.
Yesterday ended last night. You can go on there and look under events. Check on events and just scroll and find a Smart Connect meeting that fits your schedule. They have them in morning, afternoon, evening, everything. Find one of these Smart Connect meetings. When they see who's registered, they'll show you like 100 people registered, 127, 200 people registered. Even if it's 70 people or 60 people or 50 people registered, doesn't matter. But you'll have 7 meetings and you, Dr. Deborah, you do a really good job. You have a great answer to the question of what do you do for a living? If someone asks Dr. Deborah what do they do for a living, it's impossible to hear her response and not think, oh, that's pretty good. Hey, I know somebody that needs her help because of how good she answers the question of what do you do for a living. So Dr. Deborah, that'll give you 7 chances to answer that question in an hour. And 7 chances for you to hear someone else's answer the question, what they do for a living. Take control of the meeting. Once you schedule one, Dr. Deborah, if time permits, call me because I want to talk to you before you go there and offer my tips. Because I am great at it. I'm a rock star at it. When I get on there, I take control of the room. I make sure they tell me what they do first. Even if they try to pull that game, you tell me first. I'll do it, and I'll kill it too with my answer to the question of what do I do for a living. I have my pattern down, my story down, less than 30 seconds, and it's impactful. It's impactful. And then I pretend I do what they do so I can confirm my understanding, and it blows them away. That's my party trick.
She says, will do. Amen. Amen. I believe that this weekend I may be finished with the stage 1 part of this project that I'm working on. I have been, I have not been, I've got some other jobs in the queue. I just got a call back from another author that wants to go forward with another project. And that's why I haven't done any marketing. I haven't been on Alignable.
You pretty much haven't.
I haven't because I have
all
things that are going. And I'm grateful.
Good work, word of mouth marketing. Lisa's
I'm grateful.
Old school. She hasn't marketed in at least 6 months.
Yeah.
At least 6, because all her clients come from her clients.
Yeah, and
which is
I even
great.
have a client that's waiting for a quote from me that I can't give him because I don't have time for him right now.
You built. What happened is your good work over time.
I'm grateful.
You've been doing good work.
I am grateful
Since 2016. Grateful. You've been doing good work. So now her business is almost, if not 100% referral based. Damn near 100% referral based business is what she has right now.
Most of us have an area where there is a disconnect of what ours are doing to survive. There was a time in my life when I couldn't watch the TV show Good Times because it was too close to my reality and it was not funny.
Right.
Now I can watch it from a different perspective and appreciate the humor in some of the messages.
I feel you completely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, William, for saying that.
For sharing that.
Yeah. We get what you meant, my brother. He goes, and some of the message, I get you.
Absolutely.
I really believe the stuff that we're choosing, like William Brown said, and watching Good Times, because it wasn't funny. It was too close to home. Okay. I know what it feels like, meat surprise. Okay. When Florida talks about tonight, we're having meat surprise for dinner. What's meat surprise? That means if you find a piece of meat in your food, go, surprise. Okay. See, now that sounds funny, but there's a time in my life where that was a regular thing and that wasn't funny. Okay. So meat surprise. Come on, man. Okay. There ain't nothing funny about this, JJ. Okay. The time Michael didn't have a coat and nobody in the house could find the money for him to buy him a winter coat and it was cold outside until JJ figured out a way to get him a coat. Okay. That's real. That's a reality.
It is a reality. It's a reality in the 2000s. Brian was mentoring at a school at one point, and one of the children had arrived. You want to tell the story?
Yeah, the teacher was like, "Where is your coat?" And she goes, "This is my sister's week for the coat." Her and her sister alternate weeks for the coat. The coat.
That's why so many of these things, so many of these outreaches are so important to us. Speaking of which, Minister Veronica is still taking collections for the bicycle drive that she's doing.
That's tomorrow. So you only got today.
And whatever you can get it. Just go to your Cash App and put in Shackless 2019. Shackless 2019.
Cash App, yep.
Cash App.
$sign
Shackless 2019. The reason I didn't put it on the screen is because you all have been saying that the
but if
closed
you put in the
captions.
comments, they can see it.
Okay, but I gotta get something else that's jacked up here.
Do I need to move this leather thing?
No, you don't have to move your leather thing.
Don't do it that way, baby.
Listen, don't do it. You don't know what I'm doing. Do you? This is your part.
All of it is my part. And stop yelling at me in front of people. Y'all see her yelling at me, right? Y'all act like Lisa B. It's so y'all just saw it. Y'all just saw her amp. This your part. Do you? You just heard they can't see that.
Listen to me.
See what I'm saying? Lisa, don't beat me in front of people. Okay.
Oh my Jesus.
Stop beating me in front of people, Lisa. Yeah. Dr. Deborah says, yes, many of those things are still reality. And you know what? We've talked about on this show a lot of times. It's not always people that are homeless and destitute that just need a little help.
Right.
Some people can have a home and have a job, but still don't have all the money.
And Jay said, now, kids, play nice.
What's up, brother Jay Maddie? Yay!
Sheila said, yep, and we saw you breathe. So, ooh. So, ooh.
She didn't say that.
I said, so, ooh. You know what that means. And what? So,
Jay, you saw Lisa start with me in front of people, didn't you? You saw her, man. I said the little thing. I said, baby, put it in the comments so they can see it. And Lisa just jumped all over me. Don't tell me what to do. You don't know what I'm doing. Y'all saw all of that.
Hey, Pamela Howard.
Don't try to get quiet so fast. Huh? Y'all saw her do that, right? Everybody saw it? Everybody saw it.
And what?
See? And what? Y'all saw her?
They're not going to always be here.
Oh, she's going to beat me off camera, y'all. Y'all just heard her threatened me.
Oh, Jesus.
It's 9:39. I got you know what happens about 9:39. If I don't have breakfast before the show,
he starts grumbling.
Yeah, I've started thinking now. My brain is going to breakfast.
Actually, I got you some turkey sausage.
You got turkey sausage?
I did. I'm gonna make
found
grits.
Turkey sausage.
I knew where they were all along. I told you where they were.
Because I didn't find them.
You didn't know what to look.
I went looking for turkey sausage because somebody on the feed recommended I eat turkey sausage. And I couldn't find them. I was in the sausage section and couldn't find them. And Lisa found them in the turkey section.
Absolutely. William Brown said, the thing I love about the bike drive is it's not just about a bike. We never know what it will mean to them or how they will use it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love the saying.
We learned that a couple of years ago with the bikes that we were giving away, away at Home for Me, because we found that many of the teenagers were not just getting the bikes because I want to play in the street and ride my bike. They needed the bike for transportation.
Yep.
They needed to get to and from work. They needed to be able to get to and from school. They needed the bikes for transportation.
That last one was maybe 2 summers ago when we did a Home for Me, a bike drive where we was giving away bicycles. And one of the girls, she was an older teenager, and her younger sister was in a different place than her.
And she needed to visit.
Yes.
She needed the bike to be able to visit her sibling.
But she also wanted her younger sister to have a bike too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
She wanted one, but she also wanted her kid sister who wasn't at the event.
Right.
So she wanted to find a way to get a bike to her sister. You know, there's needs.
So we definitely appreciate anything that you can contribute. Anything that you can contribute towards the drive. It's $ShackLess 2019. $ShackLess 2019.
And thank you for those of you who contributed yesterday.
That's right. Thank you. Just put you can put anything in the subject. Put your phone number in the subject line if you want to be contacted for future. Put the Empowerment Duo.
So Ted, you know came from the show.
Ted, so that they know you came from the show. Just put in there Ted bike. The Empowerment Duo bikes.
Okay. So but thank you for those of you, because she sent me a text last night, grateful that Lisa and I was willing to lift up her cause on our show. So that was nice. She invited us, Lisa. I don't know if our schedule permits, that if we wanted to show up there on Saturday at 5 p.m. and present bikes to the kids. So if we wanted to go do that and present the bikes ourselves to them, that'd be amazing. So I'm going to see if we can swing that or not. Okay. It is across town. It's in the same facility that our Advent co-working space used to be, but not at the co-working spaces. She has an office in there now. So, because that's a big building. But that's across town from us. We'll see if we want to.
There used to be a bike restore place over there. I wonder if they've coordinated with them. If not, we need to make that connection because they actually, this was years ago, but they would actually rebuild bikes from a frame.
I hope she does have a connection because she's kind of resourceful. But it's 9:42. The week is ending. What a funny week. Christmas is on Monday. The day after Christmas is on Tuesday. Wednesday, a lot of us had to take deep breaths from the weekend. Okay. But Thursday was a real work day for most of us.
Real work day.
And today's going to be a real work day, too. I'm looking
forward to it. And I had to
today.
cook dinner yesterday, slave over the stove so that I can make him something to eat that he hasn't even mentioned. And I worked my fingers to the bone.
That's not true. I thanked you for dinner last night. I told you how good it was, but I told it to you. I thanked you for cooking me dinner, and I said how good it was. I even said how good it was before I ate it because I had an appointment right when dinner was done. So I just took a spoonful of it. I was like, oh, baby, this is really, really good. Thank you. And then I had to run to my appointment. Right up, the reason why she was in the house cooking, because I was still doing stuff with the truck outside, remember? But she did cook me dinner. She knows her husband had a busy day. She knows I had an appointment late.
And I knew he didn't want no more chicken.
And I didn't want no more chicken. And I was hungry before I started my appointment. I was hungry before.
Yes, Dr. Jennifer, to the bone.
Not to the bone.
I worked my fingers to the bone.
Yeah, to the bone, really. Yes. day after day, night after night. I worked my fingers to the
I put
bone.
away the food and I washed all the dishes.
That's the other thing she did last night. She actually put away the food. Normally, I'm the one that puts it away. Okay, because
and
it's
I
left
washed
there.
all the dishes.
And she washed all the dishes. Let's all congratulate Lisa. Thank you for cooking dinner, putting the food away, and washing the dishes.
You shouldn't have to do all those things. I shouldn't have to.
Well, you normally don't.
You know, that's right.
So you don't normally do
but
that.
I knew that you were slaving over the car.
And I had work.
And I knew that you were working all the day.
And I was hungry.
And that you were hungry.
And tired. It's amazing how lately, and it's probably because of the hustle and bustle for the weekend, I'm tired like at 8 o'clock.
We went to bed. We got ready for bed like 7 o'clock, right?
Oh, 8, because 8 o'clock now is feeling like 11.
You know, we didn't even finish talking about Mission Impossible. I know we got to go to the song.
We didn't even finish it all. We
didn't watch the whole movie.
We looked at the thing, but we still going to catch it today. We looked at the thing. It was like an hour left, and we were exhausted.
We both at the same side. I will get the rest of this tomorrow. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to see his little white behind run another lap around the airport.
Constantly. He's running from the airport. He's running down the street. It must be in the Tom Cruise contract. Look.
I got to run.
He's always running for something. But anyway, we're going to do what we do here. We do our greeting songs around this time. Greeting songs and greeting logos are our way of saying thank you to you, our consistent contributors to the show. Up first today was Sister Shaki Jones. If you don't know what this is, just bear with us. But here's an example. Shaki's got a jam. It goes, guess who's back? Back again.
Again.
Shaki's back.
Back.
Tell a friend.
Hey, yeah.
Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back. Shaki's back.
A great
All-Star. That's Shaki's jam right there. I hope she was still here.
That is.
Sister Sheila Gothard has a song. And it goes,
Sheila, storms are brewing in her eyes.
Oh, that's Sheila Gothard's jam. Dr. Deborah Dunstan has a song as well.
Dr. Deborah, trauma healing and manifestation coach.
There's some of you guys that don't yet have a song, but you deserve one, and we want like Peggy, I Am Prosperity needs a song. Deirdre Bruton needs a song. William Brown already has a song, and it goes, good morning to our friend Will. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Will. What's up with the lip sync?
Absolutely. I don't know. I couldn't get the sound out of my voice. Because I was thinking of Deirdre again.
Okay.
You're beautiful. That's for sure. It's a Macy Gray song, I think.
Okay, I know Macy Gray. I love Macy Gray to this day because when they paid her to sing the Star Spangled Banner at the All-Star game,
she
did the most
to do the least. She ain't even take off her coat.
She ain't take off her coat. She ain't give him no emotion. She ain't give him no ring. Oh, say, can you see? By the dawn's early light, she got her check and bounced off the stage. She didn't give him nothing extra. They probably had preached to her, look, don't do nothing crazy. Don't give us no crazy version.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You don't have to give me your rendition.
I won't give you nothing. You can have all of this.
Oh, don't try to be Marvin Gaye. Don't do none of that stuff.
No.
She ain't give him nothing. I was like, wow. Jay Mattier deserves a jam too. Jay, help us find a jam for you. Is Jay Mattier something? Help us find a jam for Jay Mattier.
You were just going to just say anything.
I said, Jay Mattier, help us find a jam for you. So when you come on, we could do your greeting or suggest a song, and maybe Lisa and I can find it. Or maybe one of you guys have a jam for Jay Mattier. Something. It can't be young because Jay Mattier is older than us. Is that everybody?
It's terrible, yes.
I'm not terrible. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
He's hungry. He's angry.
He's
angry. We appreciate you. We love you. It's only 9:48.
We good. Yes, I like that it's 9:48 because I get a chance to revel And what's that thing that Sheila suggested I watch? Paul Wally, I think is what she said. Or Paulie. Let's find that again, please. Paulie Murray. Okay. I'm going to go look for that because I want to see it. And I'm going to find time to catch it.
Catch it this morning.
This morning? No, not this morning.
No. I'm going to have breakfast. And are we going to finish the Mission Impossible this afternoon?
Yeah, we're going to finish it today.
Okay.
Maybe this afternoon. We're going to finish it in the afternoon, by the way, before we get tired at 7 o'clock.
Sheila said in Chicago with no coat is wild. It's with no coat anywhere. Believe it or not, with my own son and my grandson for that matter, getting them a coat was a waste. The most that I can make him wear is a hoodie, and he'll wear that with shorts. But the truth of the matter is, it's cold. It's cold these days, and you need a coat.
I knew a dude like that when I was in the military. He didn't buy a coat. He didn't want to buy a coat. He goes, what do I need a coat for? I'm just going from the car to the building. I'm not hanging outside. And he wouldn't have a coat. He just have on his regular clothes. We'd have our own coats.
Yeah, no, I don't really need a coat either. I wear shawls.
When the last time you wore a coat here? I've got this beautiful, long, black, heavy leather coat. It's one of my favorite articles of clothing. I mean, it's like Shaft. It's heavy, it's warm, black leather coat, like floor length. I mean, long, full length.
And you never get to wear it.
When the last time I wore it?
I don't. In 8 years, I think I've seen it once.
Yeah, once or twice in 8 years. It's like, but it don't get cold enough here. So we should move to where it gets colder.
I have
more opportunities to
wear. I inherited from my grandmother that I refuse to get rid of, and I have worn it here once in 25 years.
What is that?
A black fur coat.
Oh, black fur coat. Yeah. Yes, I've seen your black fur coat. I've seen you wear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You saw me the one time I wore it.
And I got a heavy New York Giants coat. All New York Giants is heavy and it's warm.
Jacqueline!
I get to wear that thing once a year, maybe.
Jacqueline says, blessings all. Having a most amazing new year. You do the same.
I'm glad we're going to see you guys before the new year.
How?
Monday.
Monday is, no.
Monday's wait a minute.
You won't see them on Monday.
Oh, so they're going to New Year's.
This is the last time we're going to see them in 2023.
Thank you for making 2023 special for us.
And we're going to go out on Jacqueline's song. Jacqueline Rosie, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. I'm so glad that you were mine.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Thank God you made it through 2023 unscathed. And looking forward to 2024 with you. It's going to be an amazing year for us. I pray it will be for you too.
Hey, Brittany, we just caught you and we love you. Don't forget to have sex. See ya.